One. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Countless Heroes. Thank you for bearing with us. Not only did Angela and Andy's internet go out, they are working on fixing still, but Tessa's and mine went out, which is why the stream went all funky crazy. So our apologies very much. We'll try to make sure there are timestamps, hopefully that you can skip right to this point when we post, because that was redonkulous. So anyway, thank you guys very much for sticking with us. Let's talk very briefly about World Anvil, our sponsor. The biggest news about World Anvil, besides them being an amazing company, is that very soon, on the 5th of next month, we will be having a special giveaway where we are giving away a champion, or not champion, a master tier subscription to their account for 3 months. To a World Anvil account for 3 months. It is very, very, very cool subscription. You get lots of cool stuff, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get closer. That'll be on the 5th of next month. And we'll be doing that. Probably it'll be not just a stream, but a social media. It'll be a big, big contest. So we'll be promoting that for a while. Most recently, World Anvil has been, they just updated how religion works, an organization of all the religion. They have added some new features to the maps, and trying to see real quick. And they've started to update privacy on pages to add more levels of privacy, so you can hide things at different tiers. So that's something I've been looking for. So that's some good stuff right there. They are a proud sponsor of not just this show, but also several shows on the Nerdsmith network. And pretty much any of the shows that want to be to use their product, they sponsor those shows, and they do it very well, and they do a very good thing. They're very good to us. Nerdsmith.org is our network, and we're very proud to be over there on them. You can go there to see a bunch of other amazing shows, such as Chaotic Goodness, Plot Hunters, which we'll be rating right after this, as long as I remember, at 5 o'clock. What else? What else is over there? I can't think of anything.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans is over there. That's
Chaotic Goodness, who also use World Anvil. Monster Crush, our newest show.
Monster Crush,
which is so much fun.
It's a cryptid podcast, and that includes a dating aspect. You can't beat it. So there's a lot of good shows. Go over there, take a look, and you'll have a lot of fun. Also, remember supporting our shows either through nerdsmith.org or through Twitch here. All artist proceeds go to the Trevor Project, which provides crisis intervention and suicide prevention for LGBTQ youth. So young people who suffer from depression or in need can help and turn to Trevor Project's life-saving services. So when you subscribe here or on Twitch, here or on Nerdsmith, that's how that should read, you're not only supporting the show, but you're making a difference in the fight to defend LGBTQ youth. So please help us support that. We'll be having a huge drive in November, which will include access to a bunch of special bonus content as a thank you for donating to the Trevor Project. That will be coming up. More details in October. All right. I think that's it. So, the four of you leave GB and Syl to run off, and they're going to go inspect a different location site while you guys inspect the next one down this way. And the four of you take off heading over there. As you get closer to the street, you see that it's been cordoned off by some guards, just like this area was. So there's no getting really close to it, and there's kind of a crowd of people around watching, so you have to kind of make your way through the crowd.
Excuse us. Is anyone hurt?
You get some murmurs and stuff about, hell yeah, somebody's hurt, something like that, and just a few people just kind of murmuring and kind of staying around and everyone's trying to watch and look, but as they kind of look and see who's talking, everyone kind of just kind of backs away and makes room for Soxy to get through.
I follow.
Strange and intimidating.
Your whole group is strange and intimidating.
Fair.
Maybe not Pip. Pip's just strange and adorable. And sassy.
How dare.
You'd rather be
Not
sassy or
intimidating?
intimidating?
I would rather be sassy.
Yeah, right.
Between the two.
All right, so you you guys make it up to the front, and the scene looks familiar. A large hole in the ground, a building half missing, and most of a nocturne missing. It looks like this one's only got an arm and a leg left behind.
Do you see any marks
A lot.
of the
Not
fifth?
from the angle you're at, but if you kind of want to kind of skirt around, as you kind of move around to the other side and towards the next location, you do see the marks on the inside of the building as well. And they are right on the edge of where the sphere had taken out the building. So, and you can see a cross section of all the walls and everything. So it looks like it was either they knew exactly where the sphere was going to hit, or it was done right after the sphere hit.
And it's cleanly cut, just like it was just taken right
Laser
out.
Perfect, yes.
Wow.
It's as if it just disappeared.
That's terrifying. Are there any injured civilians milling around, or does it look like it only destroyed the Nocturne?
Nothing, no, it doesn't look like anybody else was hurt.
And we're still in Barrel Run.
Yes, So, yeah, you'll be Barrel Run is where all of these things happened, just in a long stretch of it.
Is there a guardsman that looks like they're leading the group that's in this area?
There's several guardsmen here.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Excuse me, Mr. Guard Person. Lady Guard Person.
Mr. Guard Person. Yes?
Guard people. Okay. Hi. Pip. There is Haley Person. Haley Guard Person. That way. We give a report to on the other. There are multiple these things happen.
Oh, okay.
So we give a report.
Did she say anything?
Oh, you are that F-word person. Hello. Thank you.
You could say friendly, Pip. It's okay.
Anything else? You saw this happen.
Relevant.
Oh. No.
Well, that sounds about right. It's very rare to see Haley's comment. All right. Anything else?
I'll wait till you're back. Larkwood's going
just
to
for me
draw the scene because he's got a stamp of the 5, a copy, and we're going to try to explain this to somebody at some point. So he's going to draw it with the sphere and the building, and
all right,
so that we can show it to somebody when we talk to them.
Soxy's gonna go over to the guards by Pip also. Excuse me, was anyone injured over here at this site? No one was at the one back there, but some of us can do some healing, so we thought we'd come check.
No injuries besides the Nocturne.
Seems
like they were liquefied.
Yeah. Ushy gushy inside.
Yeah, the other one was too.
Like bad soup.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any witnesses?
Several.
Which are these? Who?
I'm sorry, are you with the guard?
Yes.
Then you should go put your uniform on because we're going to need you.
It was destroyed.
Then you should go get a new one for the quartermaster.
Quartermaster, yes. Okay. This will take time. Witnesses will forget things. People ask
That's
questions
why
of the
we're
witnesses.
talking to the witnesses. Yes.
Oh, good. People talk to the witnesses with you.
No. Not without a uniform. Besides, we've already taken all the statements we can. Nobody else is here with any other information.
Pip is beginning to see why the guard are not trusted.
I'm sorry, what was that? I missed, I couldn't hear you.
Pip sneezed.
Oh. Very strange. Thought you were talking. All right.
This is not Pip's first language. Please excuse translation errors.
Did it sound like sneezes?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'd appreciate if you'd get the rest of these people to kind of move along. We're trying to clear the area.
Everybody leave, please.
Perfect.
Okay.
So, Lark, are you doing a
Alright,
quick
then.
sketch or trying to do like super fine detail?
Probably pretty detailed. He's sitting down, just
Okay.
basically cross-legged or whatever, and just
The
recreating.
guard, other than Pip, the guard are not actually working that hard to clear the area. They're just trying to keep people out of the area. The rest of you might almost think that they just did it to give Pip something to do.
Lark doesn't leave.
So you'll be there for about probably 20 minutes or so, while a few more guards show up, but no other nocturne, no other nothing like that.
Does anyone else think it's really strange that no other Nocturne showed up?
It was silent, though. I mean, I don't know if Nocturne can really sense that kind of thing. I don't know what kind of magic this is, though.
But that's the thing, they go after magic.
Was something just occurred to Pip.
It was
Were
divine
there-
magic?
Were there not Nocturne watching the Queen?
Should be.
By the gate, I think.
Okay. What if this is not the only area where Nocturne were attacked? Suddenly Pip is worried about Solana.
Yeah, no, I agree. We should run over to the Pearl District really quick. Or at least as fast as we can get over there. It's really far away.
I do not trust the fairies.
Most people do not.
We could walk it if we need to.
The one I was on yesterday sank.
But they fly. Oh, different fairy. Sorry.
I thought the same
Sometimes-
thing, Pip. Don't worry.
Sometimes regret growing up at a time when that meant something different, because to me that's there's funny jokes in my head and I know they're horrible and offensive and not good, but it's just somebody says something like that, the 12-year-old me goes, tee hee, that's funny. I also grew up very close to San Francisco, so there were a lot of those jokes, unfortunately. Anyway, sorry. That's why I may have chuckled a little bit. I want to explain it because it's not funny jokes, but my 12-year-old brain thinks they are. All right, so let's go ahead and are you guys going to stay in this area? Or you want to move to the next one?
Let's go on to another one, I guess.
Yeah, I think
See
we
if it's
could
any
go to the
different.
next site.
Pip, did you want to go check on where Saldana is now?
Yes.
All right, we should do that instead. I don't know if we will be let inside, but we can certainly see if there's a commotion.
Do you want to grab the ferry over, or are you just going to run through Barrel Run? Because if you're running
That's
through
what
Barrel
Lark
Run,
was
you're going
saying.
through
Like,
it.
he doesn't want to take the ferry because he thinks it's going to sink again.
Then you're going to be going past the other two locations anyway.
Okay.
because the fastest way there is the end of Barrel Run across the bridge. So as you guys continue to run down through Barrel Run, I assume you pick up the pace a little bit if you're that concerned. You want to try to make good time. You get to the next area that's kind of blocked off, and this one is just a hole. The building looks like it actually had furniture and stuff inside of it. It was being used, some sort of shop, but no name. So maybe it was a newer shop or an old shop that just left stuff there. But there was stuff inside. But there were no bits of Nocturne left behind. There's nothing, no remnants of anything.
So we don't even know if a Nocturne was even part of this one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Although, if you take a moment to kind of talk to the guards, or you want to listen just for a moment, you will find out that they believe that witnesses said there was, and it was completely encased as it leaned down to inspect a potted plant.
Okay, good. Potted plants. We know this now.
And then you continue on to the last area. The last area that Syl had kind of mentioned on this direction, I guess there was supposed to be 4, so that would have been... Yeah, so there was one on the other direction. That's where they went off to. We'll say there were 6 total. As you come into this area, this one has a lot more people around and a lot more guards. There's actually guards from the Greywall District, which is very close by. Just on the other side of this square, actually, it goes into the Greywall District. And they're here as well, keeping off the cordon, and it's a much larger area, and people seem a lot more distraught.
Pip will drop on all fours and try to work his way through the crowd and just pay attention to what people are saying.
All right, as you're kind of going through the crowd, you get a lot of people talking about, "Oh my God, that's those poor people," and several comments like that. You get the idea that it sounds like somebody was injured, besides a Nocturne.
Okay, I'll make my way back and report that to the gang.
Do we see anybody being tended to?
You can't quite see. There's a lot more people in this area, but if you want to kind of try to force your way up instead of just going over the bridge, although once you start climbing the bridge, you'll get kind of a bird's eye view because it is a 5-story bridge. Or you can try to push your way through.
Lark's going to try to push his way through.
Yeah, so is Soxy.
To see if
you guys are strong enough. People will start to move if you get pushy.
Make way.
Okay, they start to part and move. As you get up to the front, though, several guards are stopping you. They got their hands up. But as you can very easily see past them, being taller than them, there are several parts of a Nocturne. Actually, almost 3/4 of a Nocturne lay there. So it kind of slices right through the head and the front of the torso. But there are also body parts of several other people. Looks like 3 distinct people that were all injured fatally by this.
There's no right. It's obvious that they can't be.
Yeah, there's some legs, arms, part of a torso, and that's about it.
Is there anyone left that needs healing?
There's no one left.
What seemed to trigger this one? Is it the same kind of? Well, is it like a building next to?
Yep, there's a building. Looks like there may have been some people inside the building. A couple of people inside of the building somehow, and then one person that was walking near the Nocturne, maybe, or with the Nocturne, maybe. You have no idea. And the same marks exist inside the building.
Paramount will ask one of the guards. Was there anybody else inside the building that wasn't affected?
I have no idea. Nobody that's come forward.
And do I see the same kind of mark inside the building?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Sloppy.
We should go check on Saldana.
Yeah. Then let me do it here.
As you get up to the top of the bridge that overlooks that goes over the main river here, you look down. You can see a couple of these locations here. The one that you were just looking at, and the one previous to that. You can also very easily from here see Reynard Manor, and you see the two Nocturnes still patrolling that property with very little effort here. It doesn't look like any place inside of the Pearl District was affected.
There are too many gardeners in the Pearl District. They would never allow strange potted plants.
And I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and talk for a minute, and I will be right back. Sorry, guys.
Unless one was shaped like a fox.
Why would the fox be important?
Because there is a house there that has all their shrubs formed into foxes.
But then it would not be out of place.
Exactly.
I will say, given
I think
this,
I missed your point.
I'm concerned that GB might have had a really good point about trying to make the Nocturne or the King look good. I mean, it's also possible it's just actually a terrorist group that doesn't care if they hurt anyone, but innocent lives being lost is going to make the King and the Nocturne look a lot better to a lot of people.
What are the lives? Not even lives, really. Nocturne aren't living. What's to lose a few Nocturne for a statement?
When he's got 100.
Yeah. And maybe we shouldn't be seen around these things, because if we're seen around every single one, people are gonna say, "Oh, these lights, these balls of light that destroy things," and there's the people pointing to us.
Right. Well, on the plus side, we've got, Haley is Mari's friend, so we've got a guard who can say, no, they were our witnesses, and then they went to check if they could help anyone. And we were there after on the other sites, and we offered healing to the guards. So, that's in our favor, at least. But, yeah, I agree. We should probably try not to be right next to it again. I really think we need to talk to Zreet, though. If these people are technically on our side, then they're definitely not doing things the way that we want to.
Are either of you able to make the firework thing? I can't do that.
Nope.
No.
We can buy some.
I could throw my sign really up high in the sky and see if she'd notice it, but I don't think that would work. There might be something at the safe house. I think they sometimes keep something there for people who can't use the spell.
Yes. It would be silly to constantly rely on magic.
Yeah, I think they've got something in one of the storage rooms in most of them, so we could use that.
We know that they had one in the first place we went to. Those one it met most of you.
Yeah, no, I'm really familiar with where a lot of the safe houses are in the area. Oshin and I bounced around between a lot of them right after they got us out, so...
This is a good plan. We must assume that the Queen is safe, so this is good. This is good, yes.
I agree.
Should we wait for Syl and GB, or just continue on without them?
Can anyone do the message thing?
Unfortunately not.
Dang.
I can yell, but I don't think they'll hear me.
Well... Oh, sorry, Pip, go ahead.
GB is still dog, right?
Yes.
We go find the pet shop, buy one of those whistles.
It's a good plan.
It could work.
It might. It might.
will probably attract more than GB.
That's true. Also, I mean, if we go to one of the safe houses, GB's really familiar with where they all are. Also, and if we shoot up the signal for Zreet, if they can see it, they're gonna come meet us. So there's that too.
Why not go to a safe house that is near the flower shop?
All right.
That way we can leave a note on the flower shop saying, "Hey, we went to this place. We went to talk to the bird lady."
He doesn't work at the flower shop anymore, I thought.
No, he's not there anymore. He's at some sort of pie shop.
He has moved on.
Pip is behind the times.
Yeah, I think there was something about the flower shop wasn't working out because he was having trouble matching the right colors together for the bouquets and things. So people weren't overly happy with some of the arrangements, apparently.
I'm told it was his 27th job.
It's good for marketing. Get your name out there.
I suppose. I mean, technically, that's what I'm doing. She holds up her sign. They call it marketing anyway.
Is because you are in a market?
No, I think it has something to do with advertising. Like they pay me to advertise for the sauna instead of having to pay for like flyers and signs and stuff.
Have you ever been in the sauna?
Yeah, I've been in it once or twice. It's nice. I have issues with the idea of sitting in a large thing of really hot water, though. It feels a little bit like I'm trying to cook myself inside my shell, so I don't really care for it.
No.
I can see that.
Yeah, they've got a couple that are cooler water that I've used for a few times, but those are mostly for the children who don't like the really hot water, so I've had to use them more at night so I don't scare anybody, or like during the early morning when there's no children around, because it's really interesting explaining to small children that the giant bug isn't going to come try and eat them.
If it's cold water, would it be more of a cereal or a stew?
Gazpacho.
I don't know that word.
It's a Farosh word.
What does it mean?
Cold soup.
Oh.
Sorry about
All
that, guys.
right. Yeah, I mean, the water's not like icy cold, but it's more like a lukewarm type of temperature as opposed to the really hot water from the normal springs, so it's just more comfortable. But the scents and the oils and stuff smell really good. They're a little expensive, though. I get an employee discount.
Maybe if I come on some money, I can try it.
I mean, it's something you could probably afford regularly as long as you were only doing it like once every couple of weeks or once a month or something. Otherwise, it's a lot of money to pay for a bath when you've got a river, and she points towards the water.
My birthday is coming up. I might have to go to that. That'd be nice.
It's definitely nice, and the water's really natural, so there's not a lot of like chemicals they add to it unless you add your scents that you like. So that's kind of fun. It's coming straight up out of the ground, and then they've got some sort of pipes that they put in that like pump it to different spots. And they've got themed rooms. They had me helping a little carry some stuff the other day, and I had to carry this like big wooden bathtub basin into a room, and I don't know exactly what the theme was supposed to be because I've never seen it before, but they had like horse stirrups up on the wall and some sort of big hat, and I don't know, there were like 5-pointed stars and cows and things all over the walls and a big cowhide on the bed. I don't know why there was a bed there either, apparently, but someone special was coming to rent a room for a while, so, you know.
Sounds like tip to tail.
Oh, you think that was the theme? It might have been.
What you described is similar to the inside of their shop.
Oh. Alright, I haven't actually been to the shop yet. Pesk likes it a lot, though. I know she keeps talking about getting all the bone pieces that she can carve into things.
Tip goes there often. Is his primary work source.
Well, that's where you take all the things you find and hunt, right?
Yes.
All right. So you guys are on top of the bridge, making small talk. Thank you. So that's what you've seen. It looks like everything is fine over in that district.
Your camera's still off, Logan.
It is? Oh, it's for you guys. Sorry. I'm on stream. My apologies.
We were gonna go to one of the safe houses to get a firework.
To Signals Reet.
Okay. So you head to the safe house. Probably over in Grey Wall is your easiest bet from here. It's going to be difficult to get anywhere in this district. You head over to Grey Wall and you get to a safe house. Close-ish to Saldana's apartment, but not quite in the same area. You can kind of hunker down, and who is going to cast?
None of us have prestidigitation.
All right, so
I
how
don't
are
know
you going to solve the problem?
Well, it occurred to us that given the restrictions on magic, and given that not every resistance member has magic,
Sure.
it would make sense that there is something in the safe houses that can be used in place of it. Nope.
No, the idea that you could cause Reet with prestidigitation was something she told you guys in one particular instance. You guys just kind of grabbed onto and have been using it to signal her in other ways. Signaling Reet is not something that other groups or that anybody else does regularly other than you guys. So there is no way to go about calling someone in that way.
We could always purchase some fireworks.
Why are we bothering Zreet?
To try and find out more about the Mark of 5.
Oh. The last time we called her down, she seemed kind of perturbed.
She always seems perturbed.
Her feathers were really ruffled.
Her feathers are usually very well... Oh, this is it. Okay.
But okay.
I mean, we don't have to, but how else are we going to find out how the Resistance feels about them? As well as, I mean, are they actually Resistance and they're just going rogue and doing things that are really aggressive? Or are they some sort of other group that's going to cause us a lot of trouble? We need to know that information, and I don't know who else to ask. We could ask Tira, but she's more grumpy than Zreet.
I know what to do. And I get a rock, and I cast light on it, and I throw it in the air.
All right, give me an athletics check.
I can encourage. Do you have a?
I have a prayer for guidance.
Okay.
I rolled a 6, and I got a 4 on my guidance. Total of 10.
Okay, you get it like a couple stories up, and then it just kind of falls down. You don't clear the top of the buildings.
Try again.
Here, and I will cast light. Well, I'll just go get that rock. I don't really care, and I'll hand it out to one of them.
I'll take it and chuck it up.
Okay, you upchuck it.
18.
All right, so you get pretty high up there. As you guys are outside throwing this rock, nearby is a good friend of yours who saw you guys slipping away towards one of the safe houses and decided to follow you. Pesk, you can go ahead and pop in.
Oh, that was almost my head, Lark.
What are you doing in the sky?
Well, no, but it came back down. There's an arc when
Yes.
you throw things, gravity, and then fall.
That involves math. I am not good at math.
Got it. No worries. What you
Hi,
guys-
Pesk.
Hello, media meat friend.
Hello.
We were trying to signal Zreet. But none of us can cast the type of magic that we have to normally to signal Zreet. So we were trying to think of something else.
Why are we calling Zreet? Never mind.
Tell-
It's not important.
To tell her about all of the spherical destruction.
Lots of Nocturne are dead. Again.
And a few civilians.
Yes.
Or, well, at least as far as we know, they were civilians. There's not enough left of them to identify them.
Oh, well, I mean, I can use thaumaturgy to make, like I can make thaumaturgy to make, like, a big crack of thunder over the building, and maybe the sound will call her is very, very loud, and there's obviously no thunder.
That was ominous. As you're thinking about that and kind of looking up, it's a bit cracked me up. Zreet comes walking around the corner with the rock with light on it, and says, "Does this belong to one of you?"
Good job,
No.
Prime Heart.
Thank you.
But Primeheart, I guess. Hi, Sweet.
She'll hand it back. Is this a poor attempt at getting my attention?
None
Got
of
your
us-
attention, so it wasn't poor.
Yeah, none of us can
Ballyhoo, Lark.
cast a spell.
Ballyhoo.
Oh, Lord. All right. Well, I'm here. I'm a little busy, but
You are my favorite.
thank you. Tell me, or were you talking to Primeheart?
I was talking to you. You were my
your
favorite boss.
Yes. Everybody's your favorite something. Pip is your favorite white furry friend.
Yes. We have spoken at length
I mean,
about this. haven't
maybe
we?
Owen would be. No, Pip is better.
Is Owen white and furry?
Yes.
All right. I guess. All right. Never mind.
So is Nathan.
White, furry, white. It's all. Never mind.
Are you aware of what's happening in the town?
I saw some interesting things, some flashes of light. I expected to hear some sort of loud explosion, but did not. And then I went to investigate, and it looks like somebody is doing a very good job.
So somebody that is not us.
Well, when it's somebody, who cares who it is?
Well, we were trying to figure out if you knew anything. We know it has something to do with the Mark of 5 that was mentioned in the books from yesterday.
Lark's
Haven't
going to
had a
take
chance
out
to catch up.
the picture of
Okay.
the mark,
All right.
and as well as the painting he drew of the scene, the drawing, and show her both of those.
She'll look at him and say, "Wow, this is very good, Lark." This mark, I've never seen it before. You say you ran into it yesterday?
Well, I didn't, but it was in the book this morning when I was reading over everything.
Yeah, Lark had ever taken the ferry.
It sank.
Yes. And then a nocturne came and fixed it.
I heard that it was fixed. It was fixed by a knock.
Her name's Amy. She spoke.
Amy.
She said hi. Like, she talked to us and waved.
I need to catch up with the book, evidently.
She took
Well,
her face
that's
mask
what I get for
off.
taking
She's
the
real,
morning.
just kind of pretty.
And her father is like the keychain or the
Keymaster.
the key stopper, the key
The-
master. Yes.
I think the note said the keysmith.
Ah. So Rick Moranis is not coming out of retirement?
Did I write that down wrong?
Just checking.
Yeah, it was the keysmith, and then there was someone that
Yep,
was
it is.
referred to as Mother.
Okay.
Who is not Imelda. Or she was not Imelda. Amy was
Mother
not.
might be Imelda still.
Okay,
But
you're confusing the heck out of me.
it'll make sense if
I
you check the book. But Zarit, I think one of our concerns was if they were associated with us. There's some. I mean, we assume they were civilians because you can't tell from what's left. But some civilians died during one of the spheres.
They killed the Nocturne. Well, break a few eggs. I will speak with Aldion and find out if they're associated with us. All right,
Okay.
best I can do.
Thank you.
You can keep the rock.
No thanks. And she puts it next to Prime Heart.
Thanks.
Well, Mesri's been around a lot of places. Maybe he knows about them.
Ooh.
Oh, a new friend. His name is Mesralok.
Mesralok.
Oh, that's right. You had a date last night.
Well,
What?
Desk. You didn't tell me.
it was kind of sudden, and it was very nice. We went to the theater and then dinner.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where did you go for
Oshin
dinner?
said he was very attractive.
He,
All right, well, I know Oshin's type, so it's not my type.
we went to the Olive Grove.
Oh, fancy.
Mm-hmm.
All you can eat breadsticks.
Bread makes you fat.
And overpriced pasta.
Right? Makes you fat.
But yes, bread and pasta makes you fat, Pip.
Sorry to
It
tell
wants
you.
to rethink things.
Nah, don't worry about it. Just lean into it. You be cute with a pot belly.
No.
Fine, don't.
Do the potbelly dance.
It's. I think that was kind of a get on all fours and then just kind of fall over, and then just lay there.
Fall asleep.
Oh man, it'd be like those cats that are so rotund that their stomach drags on the ground as they're walking.
Oh,
It's like dips into the food dish and just brings the food next to them.
yes,
Eats it.
We have one at work who does that. She will steal the food from everyone else's cages. She reaches her foot in, scoops it out, and then licks it off her foot, and then scoops it out again.
rude.
Yeah, we have to put all the food bowls further away so she can't get to it.
That's funny. Smart cat.
Well, thank you, Zarit. It's
Yes, of course.
sorry to bother you.
Please call me anytime.
Really? Okay, good to know.
Is there a way if we can't get a hold of you with the fire sparkies and rocks? Is there a way to reach you? Or if
Why do you need to get a hold of me so bad?
Because you are
Oh.
soft.
And friendly and in charge.
Well, I do play at least twice weekly over at the Beer Ford.
I mean, there's that. That
And
was kind of dumb. I should
once
remembered.
Weekly, I'm over at the Rusty Tap. So you're welcome to grab me at the Beer Forge. Don't come to the Rusty Tap, especially any of you. Soxy, you could probably handle yourself.
What's wrong with the rusty tap?
It is not for soft people.
Oh,
I have
soft.
scales. I'm not soft.
I don't think she means soft to the touch.
oh. Pip can eviscerate people.
Fine, you can go too, Pip. And when you have
Thank you.
things stuck in your fur, then don't blame me.
What is getting stuck in fur? As long as
There's-
it's not glitter.
There's a lot of sticky
No,
things that
there's
exist
no
on food plates.
glitter.
Okay.
I was
This seems like
thinking
fun.
mostly, spit and just tar and just whatever the dock hands have with them or on them or stuck to them.
Fish
Got
cats.
any, you got tar in your fur?
Yes.
Not fun.
Pip has worked at the docks.
You may look good in feathers, though.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry we bothered you. That was not intentional.
No, it's okay if there's something important going on. I understand, but
This is
Like
kind of
melting nocturne?
But I fly. I mean, it's not like it's something that the entire city doesn't know by now. If you have something that I may not know about, sure, come to me. If you're really hard up for a decision you have to make, come to me or Tira. But in general, you guys call on me for common knowledge, things that at least very rapidly will become common knowledge.
You did
You
not
think-
know there was a talking nocturne.
You're right, I didn't. But had I read the book this morning, I would have. And it's not something that couldn't have waited. Why didn't you call me about the talking nocturne?
Because I was busy swimming away from the sinking boat.
Well,
And
the
Pip was
talking
not there.
nocturne was much more appropriate of a thing to talk to me about than this, than something that's very, very common knowledge. But again, if it can wait, you don't need to bother us, all right? The less we are seen together, the better. You guys spend enough time together as is. At least you rotate. I appreciate that.
Yes. This is done intentionally.
Yes, completely. Has nothing to do with scheduling 16 people to play games.
All right. Well, I mean, we're sorry we came to you for information then, I suppose.
Did you need something? I mean, you didn't.
Well, we already got the information from you because you didn't recognize the mark of the five. We were trying to figure out if they were one of the other cells, if they were on our side, or if we needed to protect ourselves against them.
And my point is there something? Is there an action you're trying to take now against them? Is that the idea?
You need information in order to make plans.
Are you going to go turn them in to the guard or something?
You need information before you make plans.
Absolutely agree. Information gathering is perfect. Information gathering is literally all you need to be doing right now, or maybe making allies. You might be able to do both. My point is, it doesn't matter if they're another cell within our organization or not. What you were going to do is going to be the same, I think. You weren't going to take any serious action. You're going to go learn and you're going to go research. And please do that. Gain as much information as you can. Write it in the books. The next day or 2 or 3, we'll have something. We'll tell you what we're going to do. Or we'll find you if it's important that it can't wait another day in the books. That's all.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
We're getting into crunch time here. Our movements and our actions are more being watched more now than they ever have been. Every time several of you were at the wedding, many of you were at the party. Don't think that at some point during your day, someone's not checking in to see what you're doing.
Okay.
That's fair.
It's probably not all the time, but the less we're seen together, the better. That's all I'm saying.
Is Afra part of the resistance?
That's blunt.
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
Do you think I could tell you if she was?
We know that Aldian is, and he's not part of our.
He's the leader.
We know. Well, we.
Not quiet about that. I normally would say something along the lines of not being able to confirm or deny, but I will tell you very bluntly, Afra is not part of our organization.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
She did not fit the profile. She has some history that we weren't sure about.
Interesting that you would go to Pimple then.
Pinball was a necessity, and he was already helping. Pinball also has never wavered on where he stood with certain
This is true.
things. Pinball also didn't build the contraption that lifted the Leviathan up to kill thousands of people.
True, but I know that she did not want that to be its use.
She does have one thing in common with Pinball. They're both amazing actors. You don't live as long as they have in this sort of world without that. I mean, we've all had to make compromises. We've all had to do things we haven't enjoyed doing. I'm sure all of you have as well. I'm sorry if my comments earlier about breaking some eggs rubbed you the wrong way, but I can't worry about regular, everyday people who aren't willing to stand up and do the right thing. If everybody in the city stood up again, we could win this in a day. But they're scared. Change always comes from the 5 or 8% of people who are willing to do something. And we're not there yet.
Good point.
I will weep and mourn for them when this is all over. But hopefully, I will focus more on the thousands of people we will have saved. And not on the tens to maybe 100 people we will have lost to accidents or what some people might call the greater good moment. Now, to be clear, I'm not 100% for that. I probably would not have made the call the way that they did. But I understand why they did. If our intelligence is correct, there's only 100 Nocturne. By my count, there's 6 less. That's significant.
Well, 5. There is Amy. My new one.
There are some new ones, yes, unfortunately.
She's got the silver on her cloak.
Let's call them the Nocturne Plus.
Why not just call her Amy? I mean, that's her name.
Because there are others that have the silver as well. They seem to be capable
That's
of
fair.
more powerful magics and spells. But they probably are a larger drain on the group. So I would guess that while we may see more Nocturne, it will be less numbers and just more powerful version. The Nocturne, the ones that I'm used to, could topple large or small to medium-sized buildings with a simple thought. Look at Pinball's Tower that's being rebuilt right now.
Yeah, I was there when that
Few
happened.
seconds.
Not fun.
The building crumpled. I don't know what more to do with. If we can take one of them out, think about the amount of lives we've saved. How many lives are already missing?
A lot.
After we're all done, I'm sure Alden would love to share with you, if you're interested, the numbers about how many people the Nocturne took every day, every week, and every month. He has them all in a book. It's all written in code, but he has those numbers. He won't share them with anyone. He gets the information from different people, but he knows how many people have been taken since the riots. It's not small numbers.
Husk puts kind of an arm around Soxy, almost protectively at that.
I'm not disputing the reasons and the necessity. I just wanted to know.
All right. Well, at this point, then, I guess, Zuri, thank you for coming, and we'll see what we can find out about the Mark of 5, I suppose. Does anyone have any ideas where to start, though?
Haley maybe might know something, or Afra might know something. I mean, maybe Messerlock, but I really don't know anything more about Messerlock other than he travels and is a trader and but I mean, he may have seen things. So
You just had a date with him, and that's all you learned.
look,
That's
I
a
haven't
short
written
date?
my downtime yet, so I haven't talked to the DM about how that went.
How did
So
it end?
when I haven't talked to the DM about how it ended, so
That one's up to you.
What color are his eyes?
they're green.
Did you sniff his butt?
No.
I
That
don't
would be
think we
very
can go
strange.
through that, Pip.
Oh. Yes.
I will say that it went very well, though the dancing that people kept talking about, that metaphor did not occur because I was not ready for it.
Because you did not sniff his butt.
No, I'm just. That seems like a bigger commitment that I am interested in. Or I'm just not ready. I'm not sure.
Did any literal dancing happen?
A little bit.
Oh, Pip can teach you to dance.
I know. I've seen your dances. They're very good.
Already. So she just kind of waves, and I will coo at you later, and I am out of here. And she turns and starts walking off.
Cuckoo.
Kachoo.
Bye bye, Birdie.
I'm gonna tell Gabby on you.
Muppet walk.
Damn it. All right. So from there, where do you guys go?
To find information, make friends.
Well, where should we start?
I have absolutely no idea.
Pip could talk to sailors at the docks.
We
Which
want
is
to split up, cover more ground?
okay.
No, it's just a question. You do not have to.
Sail and GB are taking care of other things. They are looking into stuff. We will find out what
Trying
they
to
know
open new
later.
lines of communication.
Yes.
Old ones have broken down.
Something interwebs. Giant spiders.
Mm-hmm. Then we
Series
go
of
talk to the
tubes.
spider people.
No, I
About
don't
the
want to
web.
talk to this. Nope. That's a hard pass for me.
Soxy, if you you think about if you go with Pip through the Pearl District over to the docks, then you can pick up your paycheck or your pay for the week. It's Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, she'll do that then. That's a good point. All right, Pip. I can go to the docks with you if you'd like. I need to swing by the sauna and get or the spa and get my money for
Okay.
my weekly wages anyway.
Okay. Who else is coming with Pip? No one? Okay.
I don't know where I'm going.
Me neither.
I don't know where else to go for information. I mean, the docks are a good start because there's a lot of people there and there's a lot of travelers and everything, so someone might know something. Based off of the notes from the book, it sounded like the person that Rosie talked to was probably the people from the group or might know something, but they were dressed fancy, so they're probably somewhere in the Pearl District, right? and we have no idea to know who they were.
True. Oh! Have you guys met Swazi yet?
No.
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 He's from Lamina Island. He was really excited to meet you guys.
I saw him dance.
Oh, all right. He's the little the grung, right? The little
He's
tiny
very fun.
green thing.
He's staying over at Nathan's house in the Pearl District. If we all go, we can just go get your paycheck, say hi to him, and also, maybe find information. And that way we don't have to split.
Pip has been staying at Nathan's house.
And you haven't seen him yet. Interesting.
It must mean the Swazi person does not burrow.
Oh, no, he does not. Should we do that? And then maybe I'll hit the Divine...
Is the Divine Foundry on the way to the Pearl District from where we are, or no? Okay.
So
I'll
where you're
hit Afra's later.
Yeah, but you have to go through the docks to get to the foundry. They kind of continue down one main road.
We can do all of the things
One big sweep.
and not split up. Makes it easier, yes?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
He was really excited to talk to people from Lamina Island because he's also from Lamina Island, and I'd like to see you guys meet. That would make...
Husk, I don't know anything about Lamina Island, and I can't talk to him about why I don't know anything about Lamina Island.
It knows many things about Lamina Island. Does Pip happen to know about the Grung? Is he from Seattle?
A little bit, yeah. We can talk more about what you know.
Okay.
I don't know what you know, so it was a last minute decision to make them that, and I have not actually done a lot of research. Today will be my research day.
Got
I'm
it.
gonna be doing a lot of stuff this evening. Because I have no time during the week, and last week we were at a convention, so
Yep.
because it only last weekend. Fucking hell. It either goes by really slow or goes by really fast. As a real quick side note, I believe we have Countless Chronicles next Monday, right?
We do. Yep.
Yes, so
So
there'll be
2 days.
a 16 episode recap.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be intense.
no, I guess it's only 14 episodes.
We're
3 on
gonna,
one week,
like-
one on another, then 2 5s.
Yeah, we're gonna have to actually sit and go through notes and make notes about the key points, because otherwise we're gonna be there for 4 hours.
And then add an hour of shipping. So
There are many-
You know what? Yeah, it's fun and people enjoy it. So yes,
it's actually a lot of fun.
Hashtag Pez.
What was yikes? What's wrong, Autumn? Sorry, I shouldn't be looking at chat. All right,
I think it was
So you
because
guys
of all
get
of
over-
the episodes.
so you guys get over to the what did we call this place? The underground.
I don't remember. That's why.
Okay, so
was-
we need to come up with a
yeah.
new name for that at some point. It's it's a spa that has an underground hot spring area that's got a bunch of different baths and things that are all made underneath, and upstairs there's some exercise areas and some massage parlors and manicures and pedicures and things. There's a room off to one side that is unused at this point. But you see that on the wall there's paintings of these fields and with goats running through them. And you go in, and the woman who's the owner, she sees you. Give me a performance check to see how you did this week.
All right, let's see how that's gonna turn out.
She never stops working. She's carrying her sign with her everywhere.
It's doubling as my shield.
It's amazing.
That would be a 14. That's not too bad, considering my charisma is only a +2 on.
No, that's fine. That's a decent. So she gives you your normal pay and a little bit extra this week, saying that there was a real big uptick the last couple of weeks, so she wanted to make sure that she rewarded you as a little bonus, because you're not on we haven't changed you up to a commission basis yet, but she said there was a good uptick, so I just wanted to give you a little extra. So thank you very much for all your hard work. A lot of people say they see you from far away and they're reminded to come in. So it's not just about getting new people, it's about getting people to come back in who are current clients, because they see you and they think they just associate you with, oh, I need to get my nails done, or I need to go and get a spa treatment or whatever.
Oh, all right, that's good to know. So
there was something else, and she runs behind the counter and pulls up a small, beautiful piece of parchment that's been folded and sealed. With the parchment is very light colored. It's got your name written on the front, just Soxy, and right in the center there is on the back there's a burgundy seal, and it's just got a G in it. And she hands it to you. One of the guards dropped this by, or yeah, I think it was a guard. For you.
Oh, all right. That's different. Thank you. How much extra did I get paid incidentally?
Let's say an extra 5 silver.
Okay.
Well, how much you get paid normally? A gold a day? 5 days?
Yeah, 5 gold.
Let's say 2 gold. 2 extra gold.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. I'll be back next week for my wages again.
Keep up the good work.
Bye. And she'll walk out with holding the letter and kind of looking at you guys like, what is this business?
Does the symbol look familiar to anybody who spent time in the city?
Familiar how?
Like, have we seen it on?
It's just a stylized G.
Okay. My question is Kyle, does it look like anything that might have been on a banner a week ago or so from the west?
You mean still? Yeah. It's a similar kind of stylized G to the ones that are on all the banners.
That's different. All right. Well, let's see what this is all about. So once we're outside and she's standing with her friends, because I'm assuming you guys are all like, what the fuck is this? She's going to open the letter.
It's an invitation to dinner for yourself plus 1. The last day of this month, the 28th of this month, which I believe is Tuesday. I think if I'm correct. Yes, Tessa? Tuesday's the 25th, so that would be the 28th, which would be the last day of Trelaris. Yes? All right. On the last day of Trelaris, to have dinner with the Queen and King and their very special guest, Zeknar Fettles.
Well, that's I'm
It
both
does say you and a guest.
I'm both excited and terrified. Pip, do you want to go meet Zeknar Fettles, who wrote the book? And she turns the letter so everyone else can read it.
Pip would very much like to go,
I
but
don't think Pip is playing that day, though.
Pip is otherwise occupied with plans that he has made previously that he cannot break off.
Sorry.
All right. No, that's all right. I'll have to find out who wants to go see that. AKA who wants to go have fun with me and Saldana and try not to talk to the king about anything important at all.
Take the Swazi person. He is also from Lamina Island. Zeknar Fettles would be thrilled.
That's probably true. I haven't actually met Swazi, so I'm not sure if I want to take him to dinner with me, though. I'll figure it out.
Well, let's go meet him, and then you
I
can
would
decide.
say there's also probably the more I think about Lamina, and we're going to have to continue building, there probably are at least some lizard folk on the island as well, just because lizard folk can swim and hold their breath forever, so they can easily get to the mainland and back. So that's one thought. There may be some lizard folk there, probably not a tribe that's known. They probably stay there, but lizard folk probably do exist there. But again, Soxy knows very little about this. Although at this point, Soxy might have gotten and read the book.
Yeah, that's I had said previously that she found herself, like, the Resistance found her a really, like, super beat up, crapped out copy somewhere, like from, you know, the bottom of a library bin at a sale or something, like super beat up, probably missing a couple pages here and there, but they gave her that so that she could read it and at least not stand out quite as badly. Because if she at least knows something about where she's from, it looks a lot less suspicious.
So Owen, Nathan, and Rosie would be the other three people there that night besides Pesk.
You should not bring me
Okay.
along. I would cause trouble.
With a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands
for
penis. All right.
what?
Not on purpose.
12. There are 12-year-olds with better manners than
I would
have.
probably invite the king to join the resistance.
That's true.
But you invite everyone to
Oh,
join the
dear.
resistance.
All right.
Let's
I'm
go
going
meet
to try not
Fuzzy.
to do that from now on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's keep going. I'm gonna mull this over, and she shoves the letter.
Alrighty. So you guys continue on to the docks, where Pip is going to talk to anybody in particular.
Probably the dockmaster. For a couple of
Which there are like several, but
Yeah.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, because he's gotten some information from him previously. The whole like Beast with Two Backs incident, and just the various things that they've like developed a little bit of a rapport. Basically, the dockmaster that he works for on occasion, who doesn't have a name yet. Because I'm trying not to build a lot of named NPCs this time around.
Ditto.
What was that?
I said because I'm trying not to make a lot of named NPCs this time around.
That's okay. I don't mind some. But I don't think you created him. I think I created him. You started to use him.
Yeah.
But I don't think he has a name. Let's see here.
Lido.
He'd be the only guy in the
Guido?
dock, right?
Lido.
Lido?
Like the Lido deck?
Or Leto Atreides. That's a Dune reference.
Lost on me. Sorry. I haven't read
The
it.
Lido deck is a deck on a cruise ship.
Oh.
Usually near the top where there's like the pool and stuff.
Lark starts playing his lute.
Pretty much just dancing to it.
We're just gonna go something simple. Theo.
Theo. All right.
Theo. I like Theo.
Hello, Theo man.
Well, hello, Pip. And he kind of turns back to his notes. He closes the book on the little pedestal sitting at the end of at the beginning of the dock, the pier there. What can I help you with? Who was on that heist, by the way? Soxy and who else? It's funny because Soxy is such a visual. I can always remember Soxy being involved in something.
I
And,
was
it's
also
like, oh,
maybe
you're-
possibly part of that heist.
Yeah, it was
Yours is a
me,
little bit more
Pesk, Owen, Rosie, Finku, and Mari.
Come to make trouble, have you? He kind of says to everyone.
No,
Not
Yes.
just
No, not here to cause trouble at all.
sometimes.
Capital T.
What can I do for you?
Pip was hoping to maybe get some information. There was these things that happened earlier today, and the thing that happened yesterday, and they seem to be the similar things causing them. And Pip was wondering if Theo might have information on rumors or anything hearsay about the five.
Lark's going to slide Pip the paper of the print.
These five.
He'll kind of take it and fold it. What rumors have you heard?
Rumors like a fairy explodes silently in a ball of light.
What
And-
fairy exploded? On the crescent?
The one near the docks. I mean, the bridge.
Yeah, we were
On
on
the
it
crescent?
yesterday.
I was on it.
So was I.
Where exactly were you headed?
We were headed to the Divine Foundry from Barrow Run
Oh, on
on
Three
Three
Shores.
Shores.
Got it. Sorry. No, I don't pay any attention to what's going on over there. I have quite a lot to do over here. I am very distraught to hear about any ferry sinking. Do you know the name of the vessel?
It did not sink.
It did not sink.
No,
You said it exploded.
yes, ball of light exploded, very quiet, and
So some sort of magic was used. All right.
yes,
It got better.
And it was fixed.
yes.
Are you sure it didn't just hit something?
Oh yeah, it was like a big sphere just suddenly missing from the ferry.
And it happened again today. To
Another ferry?
no, several nocturne.
Can't say I'm disappointed.
And potted
And-
plants.
and buildings and people.
And plants.
Yes.
Oh my.
They seem to be the
Alright.
center of the disappearance.
Plants are doing it?
It came from the plants.
The light came from the plants.
Yes.
And
The center.
killed Nocturne.
That's right.
And
possible.
buildings.
And some people.
And
Lark hands Pip the paper of the drawing he drew too.
he looks at that. Oh. Is this today?
Yes, in Barrel Run.
That's disturbing. And he hands both the papers back. Why are you bothering me with this? Oh, you wish to know if I know anything about this this symbol.
Yes. If you had heard of it before. Or people had talked about it.
I had not heard about it before, although I may have seen it.
Ooh. Where might you have seen it?
He kind of just tilts his head and smirks at you a little.
People do 5 days of work for this information. Oh, this was not negotiation. Oh. What? You have drawn these images. You have commissioned these images.
Is this a game?
It is definitely not a game. Pip, you know that I have a price. If you need information, I'm not taking your services right now. I'm looking for coin, and only coin.
Oh, Pip has
How-
some of this.
How much coin do you want?
Surprise me.
Pip will slide a gold out of his pouch towards him on the table.
as you put it down on the pedestal, like you've probably done a couple times before, he just kind of reaches over and seems to kind of slide it just a little bit down the table and then kind of push it underneath one of the books. It says there were a few crates taken out of a vessel the other day that had that symbol on it.
Which vessel?
The Dancing Chain.
And do we know the captain of the Dancing Chain?
Railmon.
Railman.
What's wrong with Railmon?
We may have some problem with rabbits.
I don't get it.
It's okay. Anyway.
All right.
Meta joke,
thank you.
sorry.
Lark's gonna attempt to slide another gold onto the counter. One of his own.
And what can I do for you?
More of the same.
And he kind of slides it into the book. Quickly after that, the Dancing Chain left to catch the next boat lift down. He was still unloading things. He left some of his cargo on board. My understanding is he's now docked down at what do we call the lower boats? The lower
Bilgeport.
Bilgeport. He's now down at sorry, my notes aren't open. He's now docked at Bilgeport, and he's sending all of his stuff up by crane.
It's cheaper to do this, yes?
Not if you've already used the boat lift. No.
Oh,
Paying for the boat lift twice just to unload your cargo down there is suspicious to say the least.
yes.
My dock hands say that he seemed worried and wanted to not be within the city anymore.
Oh,
The cargo was hand picked up.
Huh, that is very interesting.
what was the destination for the cargo?
I don't know. They picked it up. They put it into a cart, covered it up, and drove away.
Hmm. And these people are likely to have signed using fake name.
Possibly.
Do we have manifest? That
I
is the
could
name
probably
of this.
get it.
Okay.
Hesk pulls out 2 gold from her pouch and places it on the table. For the trouble in getting the manifest, please.
He slides those 2 out of the book, and then he opens the book, flips back a few pages, pulls out a piece of paper, and drops down the 2 names.
What do they look like?
I can't recall.
Oh, sneeze. Oh, look at this. I have this gold cold. It is terrible. My snot is. Oh, it is here. On the table.
He slides that one under. There was a. Yes, it's all coming back to me. I must be infected with Pip's cold. There was a young. There was a gnomish woman. She looked very attractive. Very lithe, wiry.
Did you see her boobs?
I did. They were fancy. Many
Shiny
buttons.
buckles?
Everything was shiny about her. She stood out actually quite ridiculously a little, mostly black. And then the other gentleman was hold on one second.
I'm assuming that Rosie told us about Daisy, correct?
She didn't say that she didn't tell us about her, so I would assume.
I'm guessing that was something in the book. It was mentioned. Okay. Not their whole interaction, but that we know of her.
I would assume she probably did.
Yes, that sounds like the girl from the boat.
That's what I was thinking. Those the shiny belt shoes that Rosie was talking about. Yeah.
The other one looked sort of bovine. I'm not familiar with what they're called, but had almost cow-like features, and they had horns that were cut off and shaved down to the head.
Good to know. That should be pretty easy to.
Immense.
Did he have a tail?
A little bit, yes.
And what were those names?
The names were Larlo Sarsk and Shellil Bluehorn.
All right. Well, that's a jumping off point.
Yes.
All right.
So I think that's about all that I can help you with today.
Nope.
Please let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yes. Sneeze and slides another gold. We never asked you about this.
He kind of turns and puts it under the book. And he looks over and says, "Oh, Pip, how are you today? Long time no see."
Pip is good. Pip was wondering if he could ask you some question.
Sure.
He was what?
We were just leaving.
Okay.
He shakes his
Theo.
head and goes back to his work.
Pip thought we were playing a game.
All right.
Mark thought that
Madagascar
earlier, too.
penguins.
I can't put it in a talk and do the you didn't see any of this face.
You didn't see anything.
With the like magic hands, like you didn't see us.
Obfuscate. Vampire LARPs.
Zach's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go see Swazi?
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So I apologize. I missed that you want to go see Swazi. That would have been before this, but that's fine. So you guys double back a little bit, not too far, and you head over to the Nathan's estate. I forget his
The
last name.
Brow Estate.
Brell Estate. So yeah, you get to the Brell Estate. You're there. The grass is starting to kind of overgrow a little bit, but not too bad. Just
I've never been here before.
It's
So
Nathan's
the-
house.
the entire walkway from the street all the way up to the house, which is fairly long, is a map walkway, or of the longest trade route, the longest straightest trade route in the kingdom, and all of the topography and stops along the way. It looks like it's somehow stained onto the path.
This is really fancy. I don't think I've been to Nathan's house yet either. I went to Saldana's once or twice, but I haven't been here.
He's his family's the cartographer for the country and the king, so it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I remember hearing about that. This is really nice looking, though.
I need to fix this lawn.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think he has any help. He hasn't decided to hire anybody.
He does now.
Please,
Ugh.
please do not fill the holes.
Of course not. I respect the cartography.
No, Pip. Okay, Pip is going to retrieve something real quick, and he dives into the grass.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Pip said he had a burrow here on the estate. I think
It looks like
he's
he has
got something
several.
on the ground.
I would have made it so that it kind of sloped up over the holes to make it look like a mountain or something. Respectful.
That's nice. All right. So you guys get up to the front door, and you knock. A few moments later, as Pip is returning with whatever he just went to go get, the door is answered by a young gentleman, kind of got a scruff going. Looks like he hasn't shaven today. Hair is kind of messy, kind of brownish hair. Skinny, wearing simple clothes for this area. They're still nice, made of very nice material, but they seem like they're every day around the house, kind of just shirt and pants, no shoes. And some of you may recognize him as Tybalt.
Oh, hi, Tybalt.
Hello.
Oh, so you're Tybalt.
Yes, I am Tybalt. The great and annoying, probably, whatever you've heard of me.
Do you know Stokes?
Yes, I think Saldana's servant, yes? Butler or something?
He's butler.
Yes. He also opens the door over there for when we visit.
Well, if we had a butler, the butler would have answered the door, but it's just me today.
I thought you were him. I apologize.
You thought I was Stokes?
The butler.
No, I am Nathan's ex-fiance.
Ex.
Yes, we've decided not to get married.
My condolences.
We are both completely okay with the idea.
It is because you didn't
All
sniff
right.
his butt.
What?
That's true. That is one of the deciding factors, was that I did not sniff his butt. Would you like to come in and have a drink?
That's very nice. We were seeing if Swazi was home. You don't wish to intrude on you.
I think I saw him hopping around somewhere earlier. You're welcome to look around.
Thank you. We don't want to be a bother.
No bother. This place is big enough to get lost in.
All right, thank you.
So do you live here now?
I do. Yes.
Do you mind if I come by later and work on your lawn?
Please do. God, please do.
Okay.
I would be glad to pay you. He will.
No need. It's for a friend.
I will. Well, we aren't necessarily friends, so how about I pay you anyway? I don't like to see work go unrewarded.
Okay.
All right. Good. Do you only do gardening?
No. If you have an animal you want me to hunt, I'll do that too.
So the gardening it is. Although we have some sort of mole out front that's leaving these gigantic holes.
I'll get that for you as well. I'm really good at catching moles.
Excellent.
Are you sure that's not Pip?
Soxy! That's insulting. Pip is Pip, not a mole.
I know Pip is Pip, but Tybalt might not know that Pip is Pip.
I was gonna pretend to catch the mole and then just tell Pip to move.
So this is Pip, I take it?
He is the F word.
Hello, F word Pip.
He's a Feroche.
Ah, is that
Friend.
the F word now?
I thought you
shakes
met
your
Pip. Because Pip came over and talked to Anika when Tybalt was having lunch with Anika. And they...
Do you think he recognized any of that,
Pip-
or put two and two
Okay,
together?
I was just curious.
Pip also straight up ignored Tybalt
Yeah.
at the table. Like, didn't care he was there.
He kind of scratches against himself. You're Pip. Why are you
Yes.
so dirty?
You have a mole.
Pip
He
is
looks
also a
at
mighty
Soxy.
hunter.
He looks over at Soxy.
Hello.
You seem to understand what's going on here. Please explain it to me. I am very, very tired.
Pip has been living on the property courtesy of Nathan and made himself a burrow because Feroche burrow. So your lawn's fine. You've just got a house guest who
Definitely not fine. Something wrong with the bed.
Pip has never slept in bed.
It's all right,
Should
Pip.
Give it a try.
I sleep on hay. I understand.
Can
Pip
we
has used hammock.
minimize the area?
I can give you a hammock.
burrow.
I sleep in a tent.
Pip will retrieve his items from the burrows and keep them not in burrows and help fill the holes back.
Really, you should talk to Nathan, not me. It's his home, not mine. It seems very unnecessary, but I don't understand what your needs are.
Very few. To hunt, to eat.
If maybe we could
Easily.
just keep it to the back of the house, or off in one corner, maybe to a single acre, that would be very nice, or quarter acre. That would be very nice.
I have some ideas, Pip, about putting a fence up around your holes. Maybe you can like make a nice little thing, property.
I can talk to Nathan, but that sounds great. I'm going to be in here making some food if anybody wants.
Yes.
Just. All right. All right, come on in.
Would you like me to? So you can take a break? You look very tired. Excuse my
I
forwardness.
was up late last night.
Moving in?
Several guests.
Oh.
Guests have fun.
Yes, we did.
Did you rub their elbows?
Among other things.
Did you sniff their butts?
And he just goes over and starts pulling stuff out to make a sandwich.
I will go see if I can hunt down Swazi.
All right. So Pesky, you head upstairs and you start hollering out for Swazi, and a few moments later, you hear him calling from another room.
Hi, Swazi! Hello, friend!
Yeah.
I brought Soxy and Pip, who are also from Lamina Island, to come and meet.
That sounds good. You heard that?
Alright, cool. I'll see you downstairs.
Do I need to type translations into chat again today?
Maybe.
Autumn is on it usually.
Autumn might be actually working and doing art. And
That
stuff,
is true.
So I don't want to bug her. Don't assume that Autumn is going to do it. although we love
Except for Autumn is already
Don't-
doing it.
Oh Jesus.
Autumn.
All right. So a few minutes later, while you guys are kind of milling about down at the bottom of the stairs and getting some food ready, come walking down the stairs is this 2-foot tall, kind of greenish to yellow frog-like person with kind of black on the nose with little spots that kind of go back. and he has a large red curtain draped around his neck like a cape, and he's walking down. It's got a huge for him train just coming down the stairs behind him, and he's wearing a little tiny bracelet as a hat and a little crown, and he's just like just walking all proud and stuff.
I like your outfit, Swazi.
Thank you.
Swazi, this is Primeheart and Soxy and Pip.
My liege. And he bows.
Oh, he kind of points.
Hello. I like your outfit. It's very colorful.
Oh, there you go. He just keeps walking.
We've already met Lark.
Yeah.
Lark's going to offer him a glass of milk.
All right. As he walks in, Tybalt looks over and sees what he's wearing and goes, mm-mm. And he just turns and walks out the back, the side exit, the servant exit to go upstairs.
I actually feel bad for Tybalt right now.
In a house with Pip, Rosie, and
Swazi. Just
Swazi.
a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
I don't know. Sounds like Tybalt had a mighty fine night last night, so I'm not sure how upset we are.
Fair. So, Swazi, how long have you been in Cinderhaven?
About 2 weeks. You?
Few months.
You like?
Pip, are you okay?
This Swazi friend is so small.
Well, yeah, he's a grung. They're small, right?
He is a great dancer.
I think it's more like you guys did big. Very big.
I am only 7'2".
People would very much like to see Swazi dance.
Pip
Show
is
him
also a good dancer.
the friendship dance.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. He knows the friendship dance. He did it better than me.
Oh, I did a lot of dance last night. A little too much. A little tired. Maybe after food.
After food.
Okay.
All right. Should we go get something to eat, or should we raid Nathan's kitchen?
Oh, we got lots of food here.
I will cook. And I'll make something simple so it doesn't make too much of a mess. But it should feed a lot of people. Okay.
People help.
I
Sounds
will
good.
also help.
I'm not good at cooking, but I can cut things for you.
Pip is very good at cooking.
Primeheart, come along. There's a party in the kitchen.
Okay. We have to talk. And he points towards Swazi.
Right? Yeah.
He is the new gardener. Points at Primeheart.
What are you gardening for?
The grass is a little high out front. Just want to tend it a little bit. But
Oh,
would you like to join the
you
resistance?
don't do that. What now?
Yeah, I read that you were really good at sabotaging things, so maybe you'd want to join our resistance.
Resist? What?
Yeah, against the king.
What's wrong with the king?
Jerk.
Ooh. All right. I don't like jerks.
Because he was riding a nocturne.
Ooh.
Really?
So I to be new king?
Yeah.
King Fozzie.
Maybe.
Is possible.
So I liked it very much.
But first, the old one has to be gone.
Ah.
That's true. And I mean, technically at this point, even if we lost the king, wouldn't we have to get a new king, possibly by marrying Saldana?
Or
How does
Saldana
that
could
work?
just
Okay.
be queen.
I don't
marry
actually know
Saldana?
how that works.
I would vote for Swazi for king.
Did you just say Swazi will marry Saldana? Is that what he said? Nice.
See, you could kill the king and then eat him and gain his powers.
No, Swazi doesn't like killing.
Oh, well then, Swazi may be waiting a while for king.
Okay.
We go ahead and we finish up making, in the interest of time, just because
Okay.
we finish
This
up
is
making
going well.
food.
Yeah, he'll eat his food. It's like, yeah, I guess I'll sure. What do you want me to do?
Well, first we should make sure that you get a chance to meet some of our other friends who are like the bosses, and they can help decide what would be good for Swazi to do.
All right. He jumps up on one of the chairs, taking his cloak with him, and kind of rolls himself up in it, sits down as he continues to eat his sandwich.
It's important, however, to not talk about that outside of our friends. Don't talk about the resistance, you know?
Okay.
Thanks.
Or the ballyhoo.
As he's talking about
Yeah.
that, Soxy wants to look around and just make sure there's no signs of Tybalt.
Give me a perception check.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, oh, this is not a good place.
15?
The door that Tybalt went up is open a crack.
How loud is Prime Heart talking?
Not incredibly loud.
Yeah, no, he's not dumb.
Nearby to
Just-
probably hear.
Yeah.
We should probably not talk about that right now. And she kind of
Why
looks
not?
up at the door.
Brooding. There's 2 people that are here.
You can try talking to him, I suppose, but you should probably be a little more roundabout.
Okay. Is there any coffee in here?
Pip has coffee.
Several types of coffee.
I will brew some coffee, 2 mugs, and take one up to Tybalt.
Okay.
Make the coffee the way Owen likes his coffee.
I don't have any whiskey.
Oh.
There's some in the cupboard. I saw it when we were cooking.
Plenty in the cupboard.
Hair of the dog. And I'll go back down and I'll bring some whiskey with me though. I'm not gonna put it in there because he doesn't want it.
Yeah, don't spike his drink. All right, so you start to head upstairs with that, and Swazi finishes the sandwiches. Okay. Swazi next down.
Okay.
Yes.
And
People do
he
different.
jumps down and hops over to the to a little phonograph, cranks it up, and starts it. And he starts by like walking on the record on top of it as it's turning. And he jumps down and he just starts dancing.
And people dance the friendship dance.
Okay. He got a 19 on performance check, so he's doing pretty good.
16.
This is very entertaining.
Yes. And Prime Heart, as you get upstairs, you knock on the door there.
Yep. Tybalt, I wanted to talk to you for a second, if you don't mind.
Yeah, come on in. Sure, why not?
Okay. Do you want some coffee?
Yeah, actually,
I brought some whiskey too, in case you want to spike it. I don't know if you like it the way that Owen
even
does.
better.
Fantastic.
And he'll take the coffee and stuff from you. And he'll offer you to sit down at one of the small tables, kind of in the corner there, near the window.
He'll brush himself off of any like random dirt or dust he might have on him, and then sit. So I wanted to ask. 17 years ago, you were in this city for a while. So did you lose anyone in the rebellion?
Nope.
Well, a lot of people did.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
Nathan did.
Yeah. Lost his entire family, I'm pretty sure.
That's, well, I mean, immediate family, yeah.
I don't know.
My tragedy is much more recent.
I heard. I'm sorry. Well, I wanted to know, how do you feel about the current state of affairs in the city?
Which affairs are we talking about? There's quite a lot.
Political. The king and the Nocturne. I know that they don't really do much around the Pearl District too much, but
what are you getting at, Primarch?
I wanted to know if you have sway and you're very intelligent and it seems like you're really good with talking to people when you're not hungover, and I respect that. I am very much against what's going on, and I want you to join me.
To do what?
To overthrow the king. You don't have to join, but I figure I might as well ask, what do you have left to lose? Other than your own self, and
not much, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. I have nothing to lose as well. I live in the woods like below a beggar. And you live fairly highly up. But
in someone else's home.
Right.
Because mine is gone.
Exactly. So we can see eye to eye in that regard.
So you say us. Are you talking about Soxy and Pip and Pesk?
I won't implicate them on this. I just want you to know that I'm part of it.
Part of what exactly?
The resistance.
That seems like a sort of buzzwordy term.
Apparently. I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard you were there when the cannons were going against the castle.
I was, yes. When
I was not.
Aldeon, I believe his name is, started the song of that band song from so many years ago, and attacked and then started to terrorize all the people within the castle. I was there, yes.
Do you feel comfortable?
Comfortable right now with this conversation? Right. Very much no.
Okay. Well, I just figured I'd ask you to mull it over. I will be gardening the next few days. If you can think it over, we can talk. I don't want you to feel like you can't make a difference, because you definitely can. Or you can go to authorities and turn me in. Who's gonna miss me?
You don't think they'll go after anyone you associate with?
I'm sure they will. But, what's a few eggs or whatever? I don't know the term, phrase. Take your time, in no hurry.
What about Nathan?
What about Nathan?
Do you think they would go after Nathan?
I'm sure they would go after everyone that I'm with. And I'm with pretty much everyone. I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm not sure how much of a secret it was, but a couple weeks ago, I had met the king in an alleyway. I was trying to see the machinations of the Nocturne, and I came up to a Nocturne that was about to kill me. In fact, it almost did. And then a wolf came up behind the Nocturne that was trying to kill me, transformed into the king. At least I think it was the king. And then the Nocturne backed up, and the king just looked at me. And just saw me. And then I walked away. So, if anyone's implicated, it's me. I don't want to be, but if the king ever gets a whiff of a rebellion, they'll think about me. And I don't want him to, but it is what it is. But yeah, Nathan is definitely in danger. As is everyone else. And things are changing. I'm not sure if you heard about the recent attacks in Barrel Run. I'm not sure if the rest of the city was implicated as well, but some divine retribution against the Nocturne happened.
I don't have any sort of answer for you right now.
Okay.
And I won't.
I didn't expect you to. I just wanted to. I don't want you to feel like I was going to abandon you if you had any questions. That's not what we do. We don't abandon our friends. And you are my friend.
You just give cryptic answers.
I'm not that smart. I don't have good words. I don't know what I'm doing, but something needs to change.
Then answer me one question, yes or no. Is Seldana going to get hurt? Is she in danger?
Yes, every day. But she's brave.
Just being married to the king.
Is she in danger from
Seldana is
us?
Part of your revolution.
Yes.
He just kind of picks up his coffee, takes a sip. He just doesn't really look at you anymore.
That's a big bone I'm throwing you, so please think hard. We need you. We need as many people as we can get. And you have a name, but you have sway, you have a voice, and your voice needs to be heard.
I'll think about it.
You're a good man, Tybalt. I hope I'm not wrong.
Okay. So you leave?
Yep. Like, I'll take his mug if you finish it. If not, I'll just leave. I'll leave him with the whiskey.
He
Okay.
wants to keep that, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go ahead and you leave. You head downstairs. We are about 10 minutes after, so we're going to kind of wrap up there unless anybody has any last minute things they want to talk about. Or was Primar planning on telling them that I did that and how it went? You guys want to do that real quick? We have time. We could do it if we want. I didn't know if Primar was actually going to say anything or not.
Yeah, he'll say something. He'll say.
All right, so
he'll say
comes back downstairs.
Yeah. Come on, well.
Swazi has gone off and he's taking his kingly robes back upstairs after a few dances, and so you guys are kind of left down there alone.
Well, where to next? Should we head off to the Divine Foundry real quick and see what Afra knows about this thing?
Sure. Check on her.
Is no one else concerned about what Tybalt might do?
No. What can he do? I mean, he can mess things up, but what's he gonna mess up? He could talk to someone.
Primeheart, there's a lot of people who rely on the Resistance and those of us that are hidden to get things done and try to save them. Oshin and I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for that. And I saw what happened to the people that have been taken. There's people that are completely catatonic and they can't even move on their own at all without help from some of the healers and things from the Resistance. There's a lot of really bad things happening, and if we get found out, it's really bad.
I agree. So, we make a difference until we make a mistake. I don't think I made a mistake today.
I hope you didn't.
You heard what Zreet said, too. There's not enough people. We need more people.
We do need allies.
I wasn't going to Stroop and asking Stroop if his waffles can save us. I was asking someone with a name, someone with a voice.
Someone who has power.
I'm not saying it's a bad decision. We need to be careful how we do it. I've got concerns about saying it to too many people too quickly and all over the place and people we don't know a lot about. That's my concern.
You're afraid. I understand that. I mean, I don't understand what you've gone through. I'm not going to, say that. But I'm afraid too. But something needs to change, and we are ramping up, and it needs to happen. And use that fear to fuel you to continue on. Follow your heart.
I'm not saying you have to stop trying to add people. I'm not saying that. We just need to be careful how we do it and what we tell everyone. That's all. Just please be careful with it.
You can count on me.
That is good, because sometimes I run out of fingers.
I always go on my toes, too. That's how many... I can always keep track of my friends. Using my fingers and my toes.
So at most you have 20 friends.
It's pretty sad, isn't it?
No, that seems like a good amount.
But you can count on my toes, too, if you need to.
And my claws. And my tail. I got little bumps on it.
Alright, so should we go ask Afra?
Yeah, let's go real quick.
No, we are going to end there. So, unfortunately, just because we need to go and raid plot hunters and go get our butts over there and say hi to them. And I was trying to hope it would end on 5 today, but we got caught up with this little surprise there, which I have to kind of figure out how to deal with now. That was kind of interesting.
We trust you, Logan. I do, at least.
Great. You can trust me all you want. I don't know if you should be trusting the NPCs. I really have no idea what to do with that information. That was very unexpected. We'll see.
Whoops.
I guarantee you gain points by answering him straight on Saldana. But I don't. That's all I know. I know that you gain points there. That's it. The rest of it I have to think about. So that is that. That's the end of our game. Thank you guys so much for being here. Autumn, especially, as always, we love you to death. And go and check out Autumn's art. You saw it in our little cycle there. She has a book too out on Kindle. You can go and purchase. Tessa or someone will hopefully put the links out to all of that because she is just amazing, and she may or may not be in negotiations. Okay, she is with me to do some more art for the stream, including maybe some maps. So we have some very interesting things going on with that. So anyway, thank you guys so much, and we will see you not tomorrow, but we will see you Monday. Actually, we might see you tomorrow. We might do our since it looks like we're not going to have a really long director's meeting because Angela's not going to have internet. We might do at some point tomorrow afternoon. We might do our World Anvil update, and maybe I'll drag a few people along, and we'll do a few updates there, and we'll stream that for maybe an hour or so, and we'll just do a little bit here and there as we can. So maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we won't. Otherwise, we'll see you for Countless Chronicles. At least Heather and Tessa and two of our guests will see you all for Countless Chronicles on
Monday.
And then 2 weeks from now will be another Countless Chronicles. I don't think we'll be done with the arc by then. So it'll probably be 2 more weeks after that. I will be on, and we'll do a quick little AMA, although I won't answer everything, but we'll do a little bit of an AMA on the first arc and answering some questions about it. So, alrighty, guys. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you tomorrow-ish.
Yeah, let's go raid Plot Hunters.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here we go. I don't know how to make it happen any faster.
I don't think you can. No, you have to
countdown.
click if you don't want to go over to the raid. That's what the leave button
it
is
gives
for.
people a chance to not do that if they don't want to.
Got it.
Are we audio out? Are we not broadcasting?
No, we're still broadcasting because I don't know how to stop that
Okay.
and still do the raid. You know what? I can put on our... Oh, there we go. Now we're out.